Hello BTS lovers! The sudden return of BTS member Kim Taehyung to his military base, despite widespread reports indicating he has not yet fully recovered from ongoing health concerns, has ignited controversy among fans and industry experts alike. The move has raised pressing questions regarding the treatment of high-profile individuals in South Korea's mandatory military service, with many demanding transparency from both big hit music and military authorities. Reports from various sources suggest that Taehyung had been undergoing medical treatment for an undisclosed health condition that required hospitalization. Although the exact nature of his ailment has not been disclosed, hospital staff have indicated that his condition was severe enough to require extended care. Medical professionals caution that while he may have shown some signs of improvement, his physical state may not be at the level necessary for a full return to active military duties, a medical expert, speaking under the condition of anonymity, stated. While we cannot disclose specific details about Taehyung's health status, we can confirm that he required ongoing medical supervision. Given the rigorous demands of military service, a premature return could pose significant risks. Despite these concerns, Taehyung was seen re-entering his military base with his mother by his side. Observers noted that he appeared visibly weakened but composed, leading to speculation that his return might not have been entirely voluntary. This has further fueled questions regarding the military's health protocols and whether due process was followed in determining his fitness for duty. Adding to the growing unease is the lack of official communication from Big Hit Music, the agency representing BTS. The company has yet to release a formal statement addressing why Taehyung was discharged from medical care and ordered to return to his military base despite evident concerns over his health. This silence has prompted fans, known as ARMY, to take to social media, demanding clarity and accountability from both the agency and military authorities. Entertainment industry analyst Kang Ji-hoon emphasized the potential repercussions of this lack of transparency, stating, "In situations involving public figures, the absence of official communication often results in widespread speculation and misinformation. If Taehyung's condition is truly serious, an official statement is necessary to both reassure fans and maintain credibility." Under South Korea's military conscription laws, enlisted personnel are subject to routine medical evaluations to determine their fitness for service. Soldiers deemed medically unfit are typically granted additional leave or reassigned to non-active duties until they are fully recovered. Given these regulations, many are questioning why Taehyung was deemed fit to return to duty when medical sources suggest otherwise. A spokesperson for South Korea's Ministry of National Defense provided a general statement on military health policies, stating, "All service members undergo individual assessments, and those with medical concerns receive the necessary treatment and consideration." However, no direct comments were made regarding Taehyung's specific case, leaving fans and industry observers dissatisfied. This controversy has reignited a broader debate over the treatment of high-profile figures in South Korea's military service. Some argue that celebrities receive preferential treatment, while others believe they are subjected to heightened scrutiny and pressure, leading them to fulfill their duties despite health challenges. Petitions have begun circulating online, calling on military authorities to ensure that Taehyung receives appropriate medical care and, if necessary, additional recovery time. Supporters emphasize that his health should take precedence over military obligations, irrespective of his celebrity status. Psychologist Dr. Han Soo-min, an expert in public figure stress management, highlighted the potential long-term impact of forced compliance in such cases. Celebrities often experience immense pressure to prove themselves during military service. Their actions are scrutinized more than those of ordinary soldiers, which may create situations where they feel obligated to push through illness or injury. As BTS's global fanbase continues to voice its concern, the issue has garnered international media attention. The ongoing speculation has placed immense pressure on both Big Hit Music and the South Korean military to provide a clear explanation regarding the circumstances surrounding Taehyung's return to service. Observers warn that failure to address these concerns could have significant implications. If Taehyung's case remains unresolved, it may set a concerning precedent for how medical cases are handled within the military, particularly for high-profile individuals. Industry experts argue that greater transparency and accountability are needed to ensure that all enlisted personnel, regardless of their status, receive fair and adequate medical treatment. The situation has also prompted calls for reforms in South Korea's military health policies to prevent similar controversies in the future. As of now, neither Big Hit Music nor the South Korean military has issued a comprehensive statement addressing the concerns surrounding Taehyung's return to active duty. Fans, industry analysts, and human rights organizations continue to closely monitor developments, hoping for clarity and assurance that medical protocols were appropriately followed. As concerns surrounding Kim Taehyung's return to military service continue to mount, experts and advocacy groups are now calling for a more thorough review of military medical policies. The case has sparked discussions on the adequacy of medical evaluations for enlisted personnel, particularly those with known health conditions that may hinder their ability to perform rigorous duties. With global attention now focused on the South Korean military's handling of Taehyung's case, calls for an internal investigation have intensified. Several human rights organizations have raised concerns about whether proper procedures were followed in assessing his fitness to return to duty. Some advocacy groups argue that this situation highlights a broader issue regarding the military's approach to medical care and treatment for soldiers who require extended recovery periods. Military law expert Professor Lee Min-suk commented on the controversy, stating, "The military has an obligation to ensure that all soldiers, regardless of their status or public recognition, are provided with the medical care they require. If there are inconsistencies in how medical leave is granted or revoked, this could indicate systemic issues that need urgent attention." In response to growing public outcry, a petition has been submitted to South Korea's National Defense Commission, requesting an official review of military health regulations and transparency in decision-making processes. The petition has quickly gained traction, accumulating thousands of signatures within hours. The absence of an official statement from Big Hit Music has only deepened the confusion surrounding Taehyung's condition. Fans argue that as his management company, Big Hit has a responsibility to clarify whether the decision for his return was made in consultation with medical experts. Entertainment industry analysts believe that Big Hit Music's silence could harm the company's reputation and credibility. "Communication is key in situations like this," said PR strategist Kim Jun-hyuk. "The longer the company remains silent, the more room there is for misinformation to spread. At this point, a clear and transparent statement is not just necessary, it's crucial." The situation has reignited broader conversations about military service requirements for celebrities and high-profile figures. While South Korea mandates compulsory military service for all able-bodied men, cases like Taehyung's raise concerns about whether current policies adequately address the unique challenges faced by public figures. Some lawmakers have suggested that South Korea should consider reforms that allow for more flexible military assignments based on individual health conditions. Critics, however, argue that any changes to the system could be perceived as favoritism and may lead to further scrutiny over celebrity enlistments. Cultural analyst Jung Seo-yeon weighed in on the matter, stating, "This is not just about one individual, it's about ensuring that military policies prioritize the well-being of all soldiers. If there are flaws in the system, they need to be addressed for the benefit of everyone serving." Army, BTS's dedicated global fanbase, has been vocal in advocating for Taehyung's health and well-being. Online forums, fan pages, and advocacy groups have been actively sharing updates, organizing petitions, and reaching out to relevant authorities to seek clarity on the situation. Despite the uncertainty, fans remain united in their demand for transparency. Many emphasize that their concerns are not about seeking special treatment for Taehyung, but rather ensuring that his health is not compromised due to procedural failures. "We just want to make sure he's okay," said a fan representative in an online statement. "If he is truly well enough to serve, we respect that. But if he isn't, the military and Big Hit need to address this properly and provide evidence that he is receiving the care he needs." As the controversy continues to unfold, all eyes remain on the South Korean military and Big Hit Music for an official response. Whether or not their statements will provide the clarity fans and analysts seek remains to be seen. One thing is certain: the global scrutiny surrounding Taehyung's return to military service has amplified the demand for greater accountability, both in military protocols and in the handling of public figures facing health challenges during their service. Until definitive answers are provided, the issue is unlikely to fade from public discourse. The ongoing situation serves as a reminder of the importance of transparency, fairness, and prioritizing the well-being of enlisted individuals. As developments continue to emerge, Many hope that this case will serve as a catalyst for positive change in how military health policies are applied across the board. The controversy surrounding Taehyung's military service has underscored critical questions about transparency, medical ethics, and the treatment of public figures in South Korea's conscription system. With millions of voices calling for accountability, the issue is unlikely to fade until definitive answers are provided. For now, Army and the general public remain steadfast in their demand for transparency, advocating for a military system where the health and well-being of enlisted personnel are not compromised in the name of duty. The global spotlight on this issue will remain until clear and credible responses are given by those in positions of authority.